so messy. So after a whole day playing with kids, look what I made.
Yes, Alex is right. The floor is really, really messy. That's what happens after having the children playing with rice, colored rice. Yes. We are starting to tidy up the house. We're gonna sort everything out and put everything ready. Then we're gonna come back because we have something to show you. See you soon. So this is our little iRobot family. That's the iRobot mop, the Braava mop, and that's the Roomba S9 Plus. Right now I'm gonna be looking at the S9 Plus because we really need that thing. That floor there looks disgusting. I cannot even walk on that. So the Roomba S9 Plus is robot vacuum cleaner, which is proven to be very helpful to us and our little family. Basically, you install the app on the phone and then you set it up and you choose which room you want to clean. So here we have Roomba vacuuming our house. It's a good vacuum actually, like it does all the job for me. It vacuums and I don't have to empty it because the base empty. So the base has a bag inside that when the Roomba comes in, this vacuums and all of the rubbish goes straight through the side into the bag. Then I just have to change the bag. iRobot claims that this bag holds 30 Roomba bins. That Roomba there is the Roomba S9 Plus. S9 Plus because it comes with the empty station. And yeah, it does a pretty good job basically as any Roomba. It maps the house wherever. You do when you first get it, you do the training runs so it knows your house, and then from there you can choose which room to vacuum. Like for example, now I'm vacuuming the living room because that's where the children were playing all day and the floor is full of colored rice everywhere because they were making a colored rice rain. So I really needed to vacuum. Normally while it's vacuuming I'm doing some other stuff. After it vacuums it will send the mop, which is the Roomba as well, Braava Jet 6 if I'm not mistaking it. And yeah, so I will just leave it to do its job. It will vacuum and it will return, and as soon as it returns to the base it will send a message and mop will go and mop the living room. Basically I do like this vacuum because the main benefit from it is that it empties itself. I don't have to be waiting for it to tell me it's full, and I can actually leave the house and go in the app outside the house, go in the app and say, look, make vacuum the house, make Roomba vacuum the house, and then it will just vacuum the house, and I know I will find the house vacuum and mopped if I choose to mop afterwards. So that's one benefit of the self-emptying bin. The other benefit of the Roomba is that it maps the house, so I can choose which room to vacuum. I can choose the dining room, the living room, the kitchen, the bathroom, whatever room. So it's a benefit because I don't spend time having to vacuum the whole house, and I don't waste the robot battery. My house is quite small, but if it was big, it's like the robot would take one full battery, one full charge to kind of vacuum the whole house. That's another benefit of mapping. So yeah, that's the Roomba still vacuuming the living room. I'm just waiting to see if I can show you what I mean by the mopping disadvantage. So I'll just let it do its job, and hopefully it's not gonna do it. But yeah, normally what these smart vacuums do, the ones that mop, is they will remember the legs and they will not go. They will just pass right over where the legs should be in the next running. The blue light is because she found a place that was a bit too dirty. It detects the places that are dirtier, so it vacuums. It goes over twice or 3 times in that specific spot, just to make sure she catches everything. But yeah, as we can see here, she doesn't go around where the legs were supposed to be. I wouldn't expect that from a robot with that quality and that price that Roomba has. But yeah, some of the smart robots I've seen, and I even tried one that I returned. They map the place, and then if you move something, it just goes around it as if the furniture was still there. So it's something that I really don't like. So yeah, that's one basic test that I was trying to do with the Roomba. But yeah, it seems good. It didn't go like over as if the leg was there. It's vacuuming all over the house, and so far it's doing a good job. Yeah, that's basically it. I will just wait, and when she finishes, to show you how the bin empties. So the bin is full. Roomba is going back to its base to empty it and then resume cleaning. So she will go straight to the base. The blue light is the contact she's having with the base. So she's contacting the base so that she can go. Now the Roomba is going to empty itself. It's a proper big vacuum noise. It's empty now, and then it's gonna return to its job, and I will be videoing it when it's time for the mop to come out and mop. As soon as Roomba comes back after finishing the job, she didn't finish yet, she will return that, but after Roomba comes back from finishing the job, a mop will go out and will mop the whole floor. They send signals to each other. So Roomba has finished its job and is now going back to the base where it's gonna be emptied. The emptying sounds like a big mix. Look, it's so windy, all coming out from here. It's just like bigger vacuum cleaner, the ones that we use normally. It's now gonna send a message to the mop to come out and mop the living room, as I programmed in the app. Basically what I did was I sent the vacuum to vacuum the living room, and then I asked the app mop to go and mop after it was vacuumed. So they are just talking to each other, sending a message, and soon, see, now the mop will go and do the job by mopping the living room. And I can do that even being outside the house. If, for example, I go on holiday and I say like, yeah, okay, I'm going on holiday for 2-3 weeks, and I want the floor to be vacuum and mopped like twice a week. I can even set a schedule, and yeah, I will be sure to find my floor nice and clean. Like, the bad thing about the mop when you are away is that as soon as it's mopped the floor, yeah, you really need to take out the cloth from under it, because it's gonna go back to its base, and if the cloth stays there for long, it will then be kind of smelly, because it's gonna be dirty water. And yeah, so the only thing that I don't trust is mopping when you are away, unless you want to find a smelly like cloth under your mop. But with the vacuum, it's okay to set up a schedule and vacuum even if you are away, because it empties itself and it starts the job whenever it's scheduled to start, and then it empties itself, and so you are sure it will always vacuum at that time, even if you are away from home, you see. Whereas with the mop you cannot do that, because you will have to be present to change the cloth of the mop. Unfortunately, that's the downside of the mop. But it's a pretty good mop. It mops really well. The vacuum is a pretty good vacuum, yeah, and it vacuums really well as well. And so yeah,
It's right next to us.
pretty much is it. I hope you found the review or helpful at least, and yeah, let me know in the comments what you think about it.